Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Power of Peptides Zoom. I'm Talia Bateman, and I'm so excited for you to hear from our special guest tonight, Pastor Stephen Kelly. They have an amazing journey with peptides, and my goodness, it hasn't even been 2 months. And so I'm so excited for them to share what they've been doing and how peptides have impacted their health and their life. And to kick it off, I'll share a little bit with you about my peptide journey. I started on a GLP-1 microdose on June 13th. I will always remember that day because every day after that has been so much better.
Mhm.
It took me a little while to get on board with peptides. I have always been a big believer in preventative health care. I've been in the health and wellness industry for over 10 years, a big believer in supplements. And, I've always really been someone who has lived and breathed the pillars of living a healthy lifestyle, right? Nutrition, movement, rest. But something happened this winter. I turned 45, and and I was okay with 45, but 45 was not okay with me. I kind of had a whole bunch of, I don't know, things started not feeling right, and I gained, I want to say like 8 pounds. It seemed like overnight. And I had a whole bunch of inflammation. It just seemed like it came out of nowhere. But now looking back at it, this inflammation had really been building in my body for like the last 5 years. I just didn't know it. And I was feeling sluggish, tired, grumpy, just not like myself. And some friends of mine were talking about peptides, and I didn't really know much about them. I didn't think they were anything that I would be able to utilize as a tool for my health. And the more I learned, the more and more excited I got about the different kinds of peptides, about all of the healing components of peptides, just how they work with your body. And and I decided to jump in and give GLP-1 a try. And it ever since, the middle of June, I have lost inflammation. I actually ended up losing about 13 pounds. And a lot of it was just initial inflammation. But the cool part is that all those things that I was doing for my health before, um, actually started working again. So I feel like instead of my body working against me, my body was working for me and with me. And I feel better now, having been on peptides for like, I want to say 10 weeks than I felt in my 20s. And that's the truth. I added NAD to my peptide stack. I know that's such a buzzword right now, but man, I'm telling you, the more peptides I take, the more they're working together to optimize the health of my body. So I started taking NAD about 4 weeks after my GLP-1, and I really noticed that it helped with my energy levels and increased focus. I am a business coach and really need to be engaged and focused and listening intently for many hours of the day. And NAD really helped me do this, and I feel like I've been able to deliver higher caliber coaching because of it. And also, I added on glutathione. It's a master antioxidant, and it really helps open your detox pathways. And my good friend Carrie, who's on this Zoom, she really taught me a lot about opening up your detox pathways with like lymphatic drainage and things like that. I just really think it's been overall a great cleanse for my body. So I can't wait to continue talking about peptides, trying more peptides. GHKCU is the next one on my list, and BPC 157, TB 500. If you would have asked me what these things were 3 months ago, I would have thought you were crazy, right? But now I'm just so excited about what's happened and what will continue to happen as I continue on my peptide journey. So I am excited to turn it over to Steve and Kelly. They are such special guests. Steve and Kelly have been married for 40 years. That's incredible. Oh,
Yes, it
and
is.
congratulations.
Thank you.
They've been pastoring and leading an amazing congregation called Christian Worship Center Life Church for over 38 years. And God has called them to help people, and they are grateful that He's allowed them to do it for all of these years. So Kelly and Steve started on a GLP-1 to get healthy, lose weight, and keep it off. They've both kind of had a journey with their weight over the years, and with their busy schedules, it's just easy to let those other things that we need to do for our health kind of go to the wayside when you're just running on all cylinders 24/7. So I won't share the results of what has happened with their health and wellness by adding peptides. I want to let them share with you. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Stephen Kelly.
Hi. Well, you did mention that we've had a journey, right? And it's our weight and health has been quite a journey. And I would say in those 40 years, we've been on pretty much every diet program, lost lots of weight and gained even more weight, lost weight, gained weight. And so yeah, it's our weight and health has been a 40-year journey. And but we're excited about this, and looking forward to the um, the maintenance part of it, right? For me, because we've been able to take it off, we've never been able to keep it off, and a lot of that is our um, unhealthy lifestyle, being busy, living on fast food for 40 years, eating dinner at 10 o'clock at night for most of the time, and so making a lot of changes with this, and this has given us like that push to make those changes.
And I think that's Cal summed it up. When we being in a busy life, we're going from sun up to sundown. That's just our life, and we love it though. We love what we do, and we're very grateful that God has used us. Carrie is part of our family. So is
Sally,
Lynette and Sally and
Sally, yeah.
Israel. They're all part of our
And
family
Linda.
here. To Linda. Um, but weight has definitely been a struggle, and not just weight for me, but my family. Diabetes runs heavy on both sides of my family. My mom's side, my dad's side. There's been a lot of issues with medical health on both sides. So I knew that, I need to get healthy and struggled this whole time. When Carrie presented this to us, I felt good about it because it was coming from her, because she's usually, if it's not natural, she doesn't want anything to do with it. But when she proposed this to us, I thought, I've been looking into them already. I've been following up on different ones. They're just so expensive. So when she presented this, I thought, what a great way to start losing weight and to get healthy. Do you want to see how much you lost or where you're at? Because I don't want to be,
Well,
I gotta be careful with that.
we're in week 6 now, right?
We just finished week 7.
Oh yes, so we're going into week 7. Um, well, I've lost 16 pounds. I don't know, maybe a little more because we haven't weighed in, but I do want to share for myself. The first month was a little bit rough for me, um, because I didn't really feel the effects of the program, and we also decided to do our best to cut as much sugar out of our diet, and try to eat right on top of this. And I told you at one point, I said I feel like I'm almost just doing it on my own because I didn't feel the effects. But this, as soon as we went into month 2, immediately I felt this kick in, and huge difference for myself. The hunger's never been my issue. I don't normally get hungry, but I don't eat because I'm hungry. I just eat because it looks good or it sounds good or someone else is eating and I'm going to go with them. But this, so it's more a craving thing for me. Once we went into month 2, all cravings were gone. The appetite was definitely curbed, majorly curbed. And so I really felt the effect. So I would tell anyone, if you don't feel it right away, don't give up. Just keep going, stick to it, because you will eventually feel everything start to kick in.
I felt it the first week
Yeah.
from week 1. We just finished, I think, our 7th week, isn't it?
We're
Pretty
going
sure.
into 7th.
Yeah,
We're in the seventh
I'm
week.
down 33 pounds in that time. And
So unfair.
and I feel
Mhm.
great too. I mean, I think Cal and I both have been helping each other with planning, and we find ourselves planning our meals more and stuff, which is really good for both of us. But all of a sudden, I didn't plan this, but now I'm getting up early, and I have a routine in the morning. I get up and I talk to God for a while, pray for my church, pray for my family. Those are all my routines. I have a little study, and then all of a sudden now I'm doing 75 push-ups, 75 dips, and 75 squats. I'm like, what's going on? I mean, I'm just burning that, just working out in the morning on my own here in the kitchen, and now I'm going for walks. Besides that, I'm just feeling great, and I think there's probably no other way to put that. Just feeling a lot better about things right now.
Yeah, I definitely feel the difference in inflammation. My knees were
Definitely,
always sore, ankles was
definitely.
always sore, and I don't have that anymore. So yeah, I feel good. I feel a lot better.
And I know you asked
Hmm.
us, Talia, where we want to go, and I think for both of us, it's that maintenance. That's the big elephant in the room for
Hmm.
us, because we've been able to take weight off before and really starve ourselves through it. We're not starving though this time, and we're just eating better. And
Hmm.
sometimes we have to force ourselves. So I know I have a few times I have to remind myself, hey, you need to eat, because I haven't eaten all day and I'm not hungry, feel energy. But we're going down, where I'm really excited to work on that specific formula that's going to help us keep it off and stay healthy.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That is just an incredible story, testimony from both of you in such a very short amount of time. I mean, 7 weeks.
Mhm.
And what I noticed about what you said was you're getting the appetite control, but you're still eating. And now what I'm hearing you say is you're actually like including more healthy habits to
Mhm.
because you feel so good and
Hmm.
the
Mhm.
energy is there. And I think you both are gonna impact and change so many lives just by sharing tonight and continuing to share because I think there's a lot of people out there who they don't know what they don't know. And
Mhm.
and coming from Carrie, I met Carrie a few years ago, and just by listening to her approach, her holistic approach, I mean, she is a lady that I will trust with my life. She knows her stuff, and the cool thing about peptides is that I always tell people it's not that you're taking something that your body is not producing on its own. Your body is doing all the work. It's just peptides it's helping your cells talk to one
Mhm.
another,
Mhm.
So
And I
it
think
really,
that's big too. Your education, the texts you've been sending out on the education on peptides has been really helpful to know exactly what it is. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Well, you guys have changed so many lives and will continue to do so. And I'm just so grateful and happy that you both are sharing tonight. Um, so thank you for that. I
Mhm.
would say if there's like
Thank you.
one benefit that jumps out to each of you as like your favorite benefit that you've gotten so far, what would that be?
For myself, I would say the inflammation being gone because I think everything is better, everything feels better. When you're inflamed, getting out of bed is hard, walking is hard, moving, just any movement is hard or painful. So without the inflammation, everything is so much easier, and so you can enjoy everything that you're doing. That makes a
Mhm.
huge difference for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it's the energy. Yeah, I'm ready to go, and excited about it.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you again for sharing. And for those of you listening live, or if you're watching this recording, I just want to share a little bit about LEMD and what makes our peptides and our GLP-1s different. So everything with Ellie is it's triple purified. So you're getting prescription grade peptides, the highest quality peptides that are out there on the market. They're triple purified. And with Ellie, we are a telehealth concierge company. So you are going to get in touch with a telehealth provider that's local to your area that actually takes your information about your body and where you're at, and they will help you determine what dosage to take and what's right for you. So, I can't say enough good things about the company and the products, um, and I'm just so excited that you all are on here tonight. And thank you again, Steve, for sharing. So if you're curious about peptides, if something that Steve and Kelly or I said to you tonight kind of sparked something in you and you have more questions, I'm just going to encourage you to reach out to the person who asked you to watch this and listen to this and just ask, because this was the missing piece of the puzzle for all of us. It might be the missing piece of the puzzle for you too, and we're here to help you with that. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, thank you again, everybody, and I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you on our next Power of Peptide Zoom.
All right.
Mhm.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Good
Good
night.
night. Thank you.